Quality growth media. What does that mean? We use what is called a black humus as the base growth media for our worms. Growth media is that material that we feed them. To that, then we add an organic food. Those two in combination are responsible for the production end of the casting. Now, how can we change that? How can we make sure that it's the best quality product available? We do that, one, by understanding what we have going in. Our saying is quality in, quality out. Our quality in is consistent over time, but there are things we can add to boost either a bacteria growth or a fungal growth. Here's the interesting thing to know about that. A professor we work with in the University of Wisconsin system has told us that by increasing the bacteria level, you add an annual plant boost that covers most annuals out in the garden, vegetables, all kinds of plants. How do we know this works? We worked with a professional landscape designer who took two different plots, one treated with castings, one not treated with castings. That one not treated with castings, it wasn't bad soil, it was good soil he put this material in. He had the ability to pick vegetables 2 weeks sooner in the castings enhanced or amended plot than he did the non-amended plot. So we know that this boost is possible. How do we achieve that? Here's secret number one. Get your pens and pencils out. Humic acid. What we have done is we've actually added some humic acid in a small quantity to the growth media. That's the material going into the worms as opposed to adding afterwards. But we'll talk about that as well. By adding the humic acid into the growth media, the worms are transitioning it. The net result is a higher bacterial count in the castings resulting, as much as 1,000%. So the bacteria that has bloomed in the castings is a wonderful mix that provides annuals with that stimulant needed for their one season cycle. The opposite then would be true of fungus. How can we grow fungus? Well, fungus is grown more on the outside, the quality outside, and so by adding some other material to it, we can increase the fungal growth and provide a perennial boost. Is that interesting? I hope so. Now, of the two classes, the predator and parasite, we tend to think of this as yes or no, but it's not really. You actually have to have some of both. And the reason for that is the ability to produce the nitrogen. And so without any kind of parasite in the ground or in the mix, there is no battle. There is nothing going on between the parasites and the predator class. So over time, by amending a garden or a small farm or a large farm, you have the ability to provide it's called an available 300 pounds of nitrogen per acre when you amend that ground with castings. This is a good point to go to soil.